Hello friends, welcome to the Muscatine Today Show. I know you're not going to believe this, I'm not Ashley Lovelace. My name is Tony Lokensoul, and I am pinch hitting for my friend Ashley Lovelace. This is her thing. I was asked to be here. I cannot do what she does, but at least I got my hair cut for it. So that's the good news for you, because if this was yesterday, all of this did not look good. I do want to mention Lindsay Phillips, shout out, who kind of was also pinch hitting Monday and Tuesday. She did an excellent job. And if you've never hosted a show before, let alone a show from the middle of a grocery store, it's not the easiest thing in the world. So I'm happy to be with you this morning, and we've got a lot to talk about. Before we get rolling, just a quick shout out to the sponsors of the Muscatine Today Show. That includes John Becky Insurance. And I'll say this, if you know John Becky, he's got a pool at his house, and John gonna cannonball in your pool this summer. That's happening. Muscatine Power and Water, shout out to you. Rivo Inc. Plumbing and Heating. R7 Reclaimed Impact Blood Center, Impact Life Blood Center. Good time to donate blood. You should think about that. Lutheran Living Senior Campus, Toyota of Muscatine, Impact Fitness and Nutrition, who we'll talk to in just a minute. Suntan City, Real Estate Resource Associates, Unity Point Health, and of course, Hy-Vee. So from the time that I used to host a show, that's a lot more sponsors. So I don't know how Ashley gets through that list. It's a great list, though, of all local places that you should consider supporting. A couple of things I want to mention before we get rolling is Valentine's Day was the other day, and if you're maybe the person that procrastinated, now you can get all the Valentine's Day goodies at what I have to assume is a sale price, because this is now February 16th. So I would say get to places like your Muscatine Hy-Vee and pick up things that are going to be on sale, like candy. Here's some more candy. This is gummy smoochers, right? And then from the floral shop, they are doing $2 a rose. Isn't that right, Chris? $2 a rose. So again, maybe your significant other was like, don't get me anything for Valentine's Day. And you didn't, you listened, and then the next day they were like, I can't believe you didn't get me anything. And you're like, you said not to. Now you come to Hy-Vee and get a couple roses without, hitting the thorns for $2 each. So those are good. Hi, Matt.
What are we doing
How are
out
you,
here?
buddy? I was just saying.
Are we this desperate?
You are that desperate. Hold on, let me do this. It's good to see you. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
You survived Valentine's Day?
Absolutely.
I was just saying, this is the perfect time to get leftover candy, and I don't know if you need to get your wife any more roses, but do you know that they're $2 each now?
I do.
That's an amazing deal. Yeah. And then I know that you're doing something on Wednesdays. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're doing like maybe it's an everyday thing. So today's like wacky Wednesday deal is Sara Lee honey wheat for 99 cents.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah. So I saw on the Hy-Vee Facebook that each afternoon the deal for the next day gets posted. Is that how that's working?
Yeah, it's super top secret. Now that you're gone, we can keep a secret.
Great.
Before it was always a problem.
Perfect.
I don't know how. I don't know why that. What would cause that?
I don't know. I just felt like we always had, remember there was a time when there was nothing on the shelves. Your shelves are full, by the way. This place looks great, but we survived a couple times when we didn't have things. This is an awesome deal. Valentine's Day stuff is great, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention, because we're seated right next to Wahlburgers. Wahlburgers going well. I've had a couple different things off the menu. The Thanksgiving burger is really good. I don't know if you've tried that yet. Have you tried everything at this point? I don't want to assume.
Almost everything, but I'm trying to slow it down.
Okay.
It's kind of a problem.
Yeah.
Because it's right there.
It is literally right there.
And I feel like I have to be an expert on the menu
Yeah.
in case somebody asks me.
But at the same time, we're doing this at 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Your breakfast is phenomenal, and people need to come in and grab breakfast. You had the best menu hack of all time, which was a breakfast burrito with biscuits and gravy on top of it. I know it sounds wild, but it's so good. Look at Chris's face.
He's excited.
It's like a revelation. So the breakfast menu is great, and your fresh squeezed orange juice, is that still happening?
Yeah, do you want some?
Sure.
I'll bring you
Okay.
a glass.
That's awesome. Yeah. I hosted this show for a while before, and the orange juice, we didn't have fresh squeeze. Now they got, everything's different. Everything's different, except somehow I'm younger. Matt and I have not aged. Isn't that correct?
We are ageless. It's Groundhog's Day. That's why.
Oh, well, it's good to see you. Thanks for popping in. I kind of saw somebody coming out of the corner of my eye, but I didn't know. Yeah. And then I just felt a presence. Good to see you.
Lurking in the shadows, as usual. Good to see you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, my pleasure. All right, let me clip this back on, and then, I dropped the clip. Drop the clip. Autumn, you're amazing. The official
thanks.
microphone clip, right?
Yes.
All right, so with that being said, I'll mention a couple other things at the end here. Let me put this back into place. All right, there we go. Excellent. Everybody watching is like, what an amateur. All right, let's get to our guest who is here. Autumn is in the house with Impact Fitness and Nutrition. I want to say, last night on Facebook, not that I'm on social media a lot, but you posted a picture. It was yourself and Scott, and you're in your new space inside the Muscatine Mall.
No,
or is that the old space?
that was our old
That was the old space?
Uh-huh.
So are you done with the old space, heading to the new space?
Yep.
How are things progressing? Are you like 90%?
So everything is officially out of the
Old space.
Old space.
Awesome.
So that's what we were doing.
Okay.
We did our final last dance. The last thing that we took down was our signs.
Awesome. Okay.
Monday was such a
Yeah.
bittersweet emotional day, but now that we're located in the Muscatine Mall,
Yeah.
we get to see growth. We have new things happening.
Good.
It's double the size, so
Yeah.
we're able to expand there. Scott gets his golf simulator,
Right.
so that
That's
was like
outstanding.
I have space for it. Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you, Matt. You're the best. Fresh
Appreciate
squeezed
it.
orange juice. I'm definitely going to go in.
Cheers.
Cheers. There's pulp, my favorite. I've been told I'm very pulpy. It's literally like oranges squeezed into a glass. It's
That
so
is
good.
delicious.
Okay.
But yeah.
So I didn't know the space at the mall is bigger. That's amazing. So there's kind of like this, I don't know if revitalization is the right word, but there are more things in the mall now than there have been. I've been here almost 10 years, and places like the Lab, you guys are going in there. I know that there's that like card place, collectible cards. So that all feels like progress.
Yeah.
So you have to feel good about that decision. Right?
I feel great about it.
Yeah.
When we first were kind of looking for a new space, it was one of those that, we heard about the mall.
Yeah.
We knew we needed an outdoor entrance because we teach classes at 5:30 in the morning.
Sure.
So where the old lumber part in the back, we have a back entrance there. So we're
Excellent.
able to have all our athletes parked there, and then also workout space in the back. So we knew we needed that. And then obviously because the mall doesn't open up at 5:30 in the morning. So,
Right.
so that was able to utilize that. So we're able to still have all of our classes, outdoor entrance and the indoor entrance now too.
That's fantastic.
We can actually use our walls for band resistance training. And we can put about 16 to 20 people in there comfortably.
Wow.
So
That's great.
double the size.
Yeah.
Plus then we have actually a front of house area, a little bit of a lounge, point of sales, and then the back area is a lot for personal training and the golf simulator. Then we actually have a back room for storage.
This is so great.
That was my favorite part, was
Yeah.
actually having storage not
Right.
in the gym itself, but actually in a separate area. So I was really happy about that.
I feel like the story, your whole story is a positive one from the inception of the business. I remember talking to Scott a couple years ago about this idea, and now you're sitting here in a new location, you're growing. I have to assume that for people that are watching that are maybe looking to make a change in their lifestyle, want to get more active, you have availability, right? You're not saying we don't have room for new people. You got room all the time. And when you post pictures on your social media, I feel like I am personally starting to recognize more of my friends that are now going to Impact, and you can't beat a before and after picture. People are seeing and experiencing real change.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel as someone that's involved as a co-owner and operator of that business when you see, because it's one thing to talk about, but you guys have the proof. Like you have the athletes and you can say, here's where they started, here's where they're at. But how does that make you feel when you look at that?
When I look at it, I look at the non-scale victories. I really train in that sense because I look at their energy, I look at their mood when they come in, because that right there can be a total game changer. People are super nervous on their first one, and they're walking in with that confidence. I love hearing on our private Facebook page. Obviously, I can't make it to every single class, especially 5:30 in the morning. I don't think Patrick really wants to go at 5:30 in the morning.
No,
but I love hearing like our athletes being able to cheer each other on, encouraging each other.
Good.
You know, they're lifting a brand new bag. They have achieved a new weight. Maybe it is their sleep, it's their stress
Yeah.
level being
Yeah.
down,
awesome.
it's their bathroom routine being a little bit more frequent. It's just the little things that people don't realize. You know, when you step on that scale, obviously the number might not change.
Sure.
But your body fat percentage is changing, your muscle mass is changing, and that's what they love seeing and that's what they love hearing.
Great.
You know, the
So
clothes
great.
are making a huge difference too on them.
Yeah.
So I look at the non-scale victories on all the bright spots. I love posting those every single week
great.
to share those with each of
Yeah.
our athletes in the community.
Is Brenda Erber an athlete?
Yes, she is.
She's on Facebook. She said, "Your turn, Tony." Brenda, I get it. Do you know, now this is what maybe you don't know about Brenda, because I don't know if she has the greatest recipe for Rice Krispie treats ever.
I
Do you know
don't
this?
think
Okay,
she
she's not bringing
shared
those
this
to
with
Impact.
me. I don't think she shared this
Grab
with
a
me.
couple sets and then a couple there. I judged several chili contests at Grace Lutheran Church where
Okay.
Brenda goes, and she would have these for sale, and they changed my life.
Brenda,
So,
we need
Brenda,
to share this.
And I know that Rice Krispie treats are healthy. So, okay, all
Food
right.
is food.
Food is food. Yeah, you can always burn it off, right?
Yeah.
You can burn it off at
Daily
Impact.
movement.
Yeah, exactly. What do you have on the list today? I want to make sure we hit everything that you came with to talk about all things Impact.
Well, very sweet today because my 28-day Stay Consistent Nutrition Challenge launches on Saturday.
Awesome.
So there's still time to sign up.
Okay.
So I have a question for you.
Yes.
Have you ever done a nutrition challenge or a weight loss challenge before?
So I don't think I've done an official. I did keto, which
Okay.
is not really a weight loss challenge. And I've done like workplace challenges, but nothing like what you've got, because yours is way more encompassing, right? Some people will do that thing at work where they're like, "We're all going to see if we can lose," you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
this
they're
is
going to
more
lose
about-
like pounds.
Yeah, yours feels like it's more work than just who can cut the most weight.
Correct.
And that's what I appreciate about you guys.
So during that challenge or like during keto, did you lose the weight during the challenge
I did.
or during
Yes.
keto? Now, when you stopped, did you gain it back?
100%.
Okay.
Yes, unfortunately.
So facts, 2/3 of people who do diets or challenge gains, they end up gaining the weight back plus more.
Sure.
Unfortunately, fad diets, and if you just do like a 30-day thing and that's it, you're going to end up gaining the weight back and
Sure.
unfortunately more. So this challenge right now is a great way for you to kickstart your journey into adding health and wellness goals.
Nice.
So after the challenge, we offer individualized nutrition coaching.
Perfect.
That is the way to continue seeing the success that you saw in your challenge.
Okay.
Majority of the time, I have at least 2/3 of the people that do my challenge go into nutrition coaching afterwards.
Wow. That's impressive.
Because they know and see the results within those 28 days of my 6-week challenge. They want to continue finding the goals and most importantly, the support and accountability that I provide.
When you talk about nutrition coaching, I don't assume to know, but I feel like you could help someone as they come to a place like Hy-Vee know the right choices to make. Maybe you have some recipes and ideas, but sometimes it can just be thinking that something is good for you and not understanding that maybe there's hidden carbs or sugars or whatever, and that it can be difficult. We're all creatures of habit,
Oh, yeah.
right? We know what we like. So is that part of it where you're able to help with recipes or planning out trips to the store to grab things, go for this, not that kind of thing?
I've done about 3 or 4 grocery tours
Awesome.
with people. But during my nutrition challenges, each week I do a seminar.
Nice.
So like this Kickstart one, for example, I talk about nutrition facts, the protein carbs, and your non-starchy carbs,
Cool.
and your healthy fats. Then I also, each week when I'm doing my grocery shopping, I probably take about a dozen photos because I do Hy-Vee and Aldi.
Okay.
So I share whether it's something new or something's on sale. I do, when it comes to the nutrition facts labels, I break those down and talk about them. Because even when you look at the
great.
daily value percentages on nutrition facts, it's actually more towards male than female.
Sure.
And a lot of mine are female based within
Sure.
the daily values, so I have to break it down a little bit more for them. So I don't just say, hey, eat whole foods and there you go.
Right.
You know,
That's good.
I'm a first time mom and a business owner, so for me to take the time to always cut up fresh broccoli, I'm gonna save myself a little time and go grab some frozen broccoli and maybe some frozen cauliflower rice
Nice. Yeah.
and pop that in the microwave for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's a time saver. So a lot of us need that. We can't spend hours and hours on Sunday in the kitchen meal
Right.
prepping and planning.
Yeah, and
So-
sometimes you see things on like cooking shows where they're like, just grab the cauliflower and then you can rice it yourself. And you're like, or you could walk over to the frozen
Exactly.
department and just buy it. Because we've done that with the rice cauliflower. Like we've been the people that were like trying to do it ourselves, and then you're like, you know what? They have this prepared and it's the same nutrition.
Oh, yeah. When I first
Let's do
started
it.
the nutrition coaching, I was that person. I was like, I bought a book, and I love this book. It's called Cook Once, Eat All Week. So
Nice.
you just pick a veggie, a protein, and a starchy carb, and they come up with 3 different types of recipes. So then you have leftovers.
It's great.
But yeah, so it was, buy a whole head of broccoli, buy a cauliflower,
Yeah.
now shred it up. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so time consuming.
Yeah, it really is.
So yeah, I save my life, and I go and buy frozen cauliflower rice. I buy the already cut up frozen broccoli or the mixed veggies. It's so time consuming, and I want to make sure that you're not getting frustrated on something.
Absolutely.
My nutrition coaching isn't a meal plan and saying, okay, here you go, there you are, you're on your own. No, I talk about, nutrition, I talk about fitness, stress, your support system, your lifestyle, and your sleep.
Right. It all is connected, right? You can't just remedy diet and not address other things.
Correct. You
That's
can't
great to
just do fitness and nutrition
Sure.
and that's it.
Yeah.
So each week I talk about each pillar,
Perfect.
and we focus on a habit that contains that pillar.
Nice.
So, and it's one habit at a time. If you try and add too many at once, you're not going to see the results that you're going to need.
And you don't want people to get frustrated. So can I ask, for people that are watching and they're like, this sounds great, 28-day challenge, do they have to be existing athletes at Impact? No,
Nope.
It looks like, okay. And then what do they need to do, because it starts
On Saturday.
On Saturday, okay. They need to reach out, I'm assuming, to get signed up.
Yeah.
Do you consult with them? How does that work?
Yep,
Like
so-
if I'm watching right now and this is like, I got to reach out to
You're going to
Autumn.
head over to our website,
Okay.
impactmuscatine.fit.
Perfect.
Super sweet and simple. It's no longer impactathleticperformance.fit. It's impactmuscatine.fit.
Super easy.
Very sweet and simple.
Yeah.
Head up just to contact us
Okay.
and send me a message saying, hey, I'd love some more information about
Perfect.
the nutrition challenge, or I'm in. It is $99.
Okay.
So $99, and you don't have to be a member at Impact to do this. You don't even have to step foot into my gym to do this. So
Wow.
one of the weeks is doing 30 minutes of movement.
Okay.
You don't have to do it at Impact.
Interesting.
I would
Yeah.
love for you to come and
Right.
join me at Impact, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
This is for you to be able to do at home, or maybe it's going to be a nice walk week.
Sure.
Hopefully I plan this out to where it's a nice weather week.
I was going to say, you could shovel if we get snow, which we don't want.
Stop.
But 30 minutes of activity.
30 minutes
whatever that
of
consists
daily
of.
movement.
Okay.
So it's
Perfect.
not exercise, it's not fitness, it's daily movement.
Okay.
So that's the most important part of
Excellent.
it. And then we do an initial consultation.
Okay.
So I meet with you for about 30 minutes, and I talk to you. I want to know about your goals,
Sure.
what you've done in the past, and where you'd like to see yourself in 28 days.
Awesome.
What is that short-term goal, which is a 1 to 3 month goal, and what's that long-term goal of a 6+ month goal?
So if I have success 28 days and I'm like, I need 28 more, is that an option?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
That's great.
So we continue with ongoing coaching then.
Awesome. Okay.
And then with that ongoing coaching, we do month to month. We always meet in person once a month, and then I do weekly check-ins. So all of this is done through an app on your phone.
Fantastic.
So all your healthy habits are on there.
Yeah.
Your track progress, all of our messaging, it's all right here.
That's exciting.
Other than that, I send out 1 email a week that
Yeah.
will talk about like a presentation. It will be one of the holistic habits, and we
Excellent.
just break it down through there.
That's exciting. So that starts this Saturday, 28-day challenge. Get a hold of Autumn if you want to get in on that. Okay, so in addition to 28-day challenge, what else people need to know? I'm excited. I want to come and see the new space. Are you going to do like a big open house?
Yeah,
soon?
so
Okay.
hopefully...
Not to put you on the spot.
I know. Whatever
I'm glad that
the
you're-
first week of March is,
Okay.
is we are going to do another Greater Muscatine open house.
Oh, okay.
And
With like the chamber.
Yes, with
Nice.
the chamber, because
Okay.
we are still a part of it.
Excellent.
I think we were looking at March 3rd, potentially.
Oh, Thursday. Yeah.
Yes, Thursday, March 3rd. So I will have more details on that just to be sure. Don't hold me to it.
Sure.
But yes, we are going to do another Impact 2.0 open
Excellent.
house
Yeah, you got to
We're
celebrate the move.
Oh yeah, we're super excited.
Good deal. Okay, what else do we need to mention?
Just some basic healthy habits.
Okay.
So focus on one thing at a time.
Okay.
So whether it is adding veggies to your life, increasing your water, getting 7+ hours of sleep.
Did you say 7 hours of sleep?
Yeah, 7
What?
hours of sleep.
What is that like?
I don't know. I have a toddler, so I don't know right now.
I have an almost 10-year-old. I haven't
take
slept
naps,
for like 10 years.
so-
You nap? What's
Oh.
that like? What's that like? Oh my gosh.
I do get a nap in.
Listen, back in the day when I was doing morning radio, I mastered the 35-minute nap because I found if I went longer, I was a monster. Like it just was too much sleep. But 7 hours, I mean, I know we're joking, but that's really,
It's a lot.
and listen, I don't want to brag, but I snore, okay? And I've snored at my heaviest weight and my skinniest weight, and I am, this is true, whether this is sharing too much. Later this week, I have a follow-up with Brooke Bradley to see if I need to get the CPAP machine so I can sleep better.
Well, if it
Right?
makes you feel better, if Scott sleeps on his left side, which is towards me,
He snores.
he will. So then I just have to
Push him over.
push him over.
And you have good form when you push.
Yeah.
You lock in.
I keep the shoulders down.
And then you push him too
I'm
hard
good.
because you're working out so much, and he just flips off the bed. All right,
I feel
Wellness
really
Wednesday.
bad.
Give us some more basic
So
healthy habits.
nail that one thing at a time, and then work on something new. Layer that new habit onto the one that you've been working on. So
Okay.
that's where the stacking of the habits come in. You
Perfect.
don't just do the veggies and then the next week is water and you say, oh, the veggies are gone.
Gotcha.
I'm going to incorporate those veggies with my water now.
Okay.
So then, don't take anything away from your life right now.
Okay.
Like that coffee,
Yes.
never take it away from your life.
This is an Americano with sugar-free vanilla, and that's it, and
Yeah.
water. It's
So-
espresso. So I can keep this, is what you're saying?
Yes, keep
Yes,
it.
I will. I love it.
Don't ever take things away. Just add things into your life.
Gotcha.
For example, I drink wine, and I still love my occasional Jameson. I will never take that away from my life,
Right.
but I am adding in all my healthy habits to balance those out.
Makes sense.
So always think about real food over food products.
Okay.
We want to look at maybe even a potential closet clean out, which is actually something we'll talk, like a pantry clean out and a fridge clean out. I talk about that as a little mini fun challenge in my nutrition challenge, looking at nutrition facts and labels, following plate method,
Awesome.
half plate of veggies, quarter plate of protein, quarter plate of starchy carbs, and a little dose of healthy fat.
Awesome.
And then most importantly, progress over perfection.
love that.
I live off
Yeah,
of
that's
that.
great.
You have to. If you feel like you're not being perfect, I want you to throw that out the door.
Yeah, because each
Pro-
day you're making progress.
Progress over perfection, yes.
There's someone named Scott Schultz who's watching on Facebook and commented that he heard that. So I'm not the one that's pushing you in your bed. It's your wife who's saying on the left side you snore, but on the right side he's just quiet, or he sings, or he's just a sound sleeper. Yeah, that's fine.
It's
Hey,
fine.
listen, we're sharing, Scott, and I shared that I've snored for a long time. So you should be grateful you just got that one side to worry about. That's outstanding.
So yeah,
That's a
week
good
one
thing.
is about nutrition.
'Kay.
Week 2 is hydration. Week 3 is movement, and week 4
Awesome.
is your sleep and lifestyle.
Perfect. This is great. Wellness Wednesday each week on Muscatine Today show. You guys are here, and you bring it. And I know because I tune in most days. I try to tune in to stay connected, and I always end up on Wednesdays seeing you or Scott or both of you, or Patrick sometimes in the
Yeah.
background. And it's exciting, and your story is great. The success is there. Like I said, it's one thing to make the ultimate risk to start and invest and operate your own business, which is so exciting for the community. You get people to sign up, they start having success, they tell their friends, coupled with great advertising and messaging, and then you get more people to have that experience. And I think for a lot of us, it's that if we've never done it before, you're always going to be a little timid,
Oh, yeah.
right? And sometimes you think, well, that person's having success, but maybe I won't. Don't do that to yourself. You never know until you try.
I mean,
Right.
we had one athlete who hasn't been in a gym since high school.
Wow.
So 30
Wow.
plus years.
Yeah.
She came in with her husband. They did our free introduction.
Awesome.
So it's a movement assessment.
Yeah.
We want to see how you are. And she came to her first class, nervous as always.
Yeah,
But
sure.
she messaged me then and she said this was the best class I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so you do get a free week of classes, so access to all 26 classes.
Excellent.
And then we are still doing Refer February, so if
Okay.
you love it after that week, you sign up for a plan, you get the rest of that month free.
Great. You guys have got it going on. Before we get to a little commercial break, can you give us website, social, and exactly where in the Muscatine Mall y'all are at?
Yep, so website's impactmuscatine.fit.
Okay.
Social is, Instagram is impact.fitness.nutrition.
Perfect.
Facebook is Impact Fitness and Nutrition.
Okay.
Couldn't do a dash, had to do an and.
Come on, Facebook.
I know, right? And then it's best to actually go through the Jimmy John's entrance.
Okay.
If you go down, you'll see Taekwondo. We're just 2 stores over.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm so happy that you're here.
Well,
It's great
thank
to
you.
see you. I would say tell Scott I said hi, but I think I can
You could do it
say
right
hi
there.
to Scott. And I really, I do remember several years ago sitting in the back of this place talking to Scott
I remember your guys' first show together.
and going, this sounds exciting.
Yeah.
And I'm so thankful for your continued investment into the community and moving and growing. We need that,
You
right?
know, we're very happy.
great.
You know, we love being a part of the community.
Yeah.
You know, supporting local small businesses.
Yeah.
So mini challenges each week is hosted by a small local business too.
Sure.
So love doing that. You know, we're on the board for Walk to End.
Yeah.
We love doing the Salvation Army
Yeah.
every night, or the 23rd is when we do it, I think.
Yeah. And then in addition
Well,
to that, Scott's still coaching
Scott
golf,
does it.
right?
Scott is now the girls and boys golf coach.
At the high school.
And
so
then our
that's
other
awesome.
coach, Cindy, is the assistant boys tennis coach.
It's fantastic. So these are your friends, your neighbors, and if you're watching and you want to learn more, I encourage you to reach out. That 28-day challenge starts this Saturday, which is February 19th.
19th, yep. So Kickstart
Yeah.
is the 19th, and then 21st is the first day of the challenge. Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being here.
Well, thank
So
you
great to
very
see
much.
you.
It was good to see you.
Yeah, it was a nice surprise when Autumn walked in. I was like, hey, she's like, you're on the show too? I was like, I'm hosting the show. And then she ran out, and I was like, no, come back. It's going to be okay. And I think it went fine. So please reach out to Impact Fitness and Nutrition for more info. We're going to take a quick break. Does that sound good, guys? All right. Back in my day, we didn't have commercials. I just had to talk the whole time. So what's going to happen is during this break, I'm going to shave, and I'm going to come back clean shaven. That's how long the break is. We'll be back with more Muscatine Today show next. Hang on.
We just don't work out in a single plane of motion.
And we're back. How was your break? Was it good? Mine was wonderful. A couple sips of this Starbucks coffee. But really, I'm telling you, this fresh squeezed orange juice, look at me, I'm a hand model. Is this how you hand model things? With giant hands. Oh, I could have been a hand model, right? That is outstanding. All right, so something exciting. Toyota Muscatine, what's in the box? Autumn, you have done this.
No.
You've never done this?
I've never done it
Are you
because
kidding me?
I typically drag, if he's here, I typically drag him
What?
on, and then he does it.
Wait, hold on. So Autumn from Impact Fitness and Nutrition, you've never in all of your time,
No.
oh my gosh, there are 7 tarantulas in there. Good
Oh,
luck.
lovely.
No, I'm kidding.
Dang it,
Chris,
where's
is
Scott when I
is
need
anything
him?
alive? Chris is saying no.
Well-
I bet you're gonna get this. So here's what you do. Hands in the box,
Okay.
push the doors open, and then I'll give you a hint as to what it may be. But I feel like you'll probably get this. What are you feeling so far?
Feels like trail mix.
Oh, okay. So it ties into today being National This Day, and this would be something that I think
This
would fit
day?
a healthy diet, a healthy lifestyle.
What is this, almonds?
Oh my gosh, she nailed it, everybody!
Am I right?
Congratulations!
Oh,
Look
heck
at that.
yeah.
National Almond Day.
I love
February 16th.
it. Now I need to go make something with almonds in it.
Yes. Almonds are underrated,
So,
aren't they? You got the
Yeah.
blue diamond almond. Good job with the hand. Autumn was a lot more natural than I was. Yeah, today's National Almond Day. It's also National Do a Grouch a Favor Day. And this is just something that I saw because I have young kids. On Sesame Street, Brett Goldstein was there, who plays Roy Kent from the show Ted Lasso.
Okay.
And if you watch Ted Lasso with Jason Sudeikis, you know that Roy Kent, the character, is kind of a grouch. So he was hanging out with Oscar the Grouch on Sesame Street. So
my
do a Grouch a Favor Day. I don't think I'm much of a grouch.
My dad is.
Your dad's a grouch. Wow. Sorry, Autumn's dad. Is he
can't-
watching?
No. Oh
Okay.
my gosh, no.
That's good.
He doesn't have social media.
Okay, well, you said it, not me. Everyone in my life is perfect.
He would admit it though. And
He would?
That's the fun part.
I feel like, maybe you get to a certain point where you're like, I think I'm going to be a grouch. Maybe when I retire in exactly 20 and a half years, I could be a grouch. But I feel like I wake up and I want to be in a good mood, and that's how I operate. National Almond Day, National Do a Grouch a Favor Day. A couple of things I want to mention just to give some shout outs. So Lutheran Living Senior Campus, they had this awesome, and I think, Jess, we have pictures maybe from their Facebook page or not, but if you go to Lutheran Living Senior Campus on Facebook, pictures posted yesterday. They had a big Valentine's Day party with an Elvis impersonator.
I did not see
Okay,
this.
so this guy had like the sideburns. I think it was his real hair. I didn't know that people were still doing Elvis shows. But I will tell you this, in 1995 or 96, on a field trip to Ed DeBevick's restaurant in downtown Chicago, yours truly won a free t-shirt for doing an Elvis impersonation.
I think we need that
So
photo.
I was 12, and I had to say into a microphone, "Thank you very much." And I won a free t-shirt at Ed DeBevick's, which is a now defunct restaurant in Chicago. And I had the shirt for a long time, and then I don't have it anymore. So Lutheran Living Senior Campus, great job with that awesome Valentine's Day celebration. I want to give a shout out to Unity Point Health. They had transition recently, whether you know this or not. So Angie Johnson left Unity Point Health for a new opportunity. Angie was great. She had taken over after Jim Hayes retired. So we had Jim Hayes, Angie Johnson, and now the new boss at Unity Point Health is Rachel Pohl. Rachel Pohl's fantastic. Rachel Pohl started as a nurse, worked her way up. Her husband is a doctor, Ben Pohl. They're fantastic local people. They got a couple kids. I'm so happy for Rachel. This is one of those things, Autumn, that I must have missed the announcement, and then I heard, and I was like, this is a great choice.
Yeah.
To lead Unity Point Health forward. They have a lot of good things going on, some construction stuff, and I am just happy for Rachel as someone that knows her, not extremely well, but well enough to feel really good for them. Okay, let's see. A couple other things I want to say. So the Hy-Vee Wow Wednesday deal, today only you can get this Sara Lee honey wheat bread for 99 cents. If you check the Hy-Vee Facebook page later this afternoon, they'll post the deal for tomorrow. And I don't know how long they're doing this for, guys. Is this every day they're doing these videos? Yeah, so that's great. You can save some money there. And then what else do I want to say? The Muskie Bowlers. Yeah, so we had bowling action yesterday at the Rose Bowl for a lot of area high schools, seeing who would qualify to go to the state tournament. So we had some Muskies, and there's pictures on the screen right now. Thank you. Advancing to state, and if you give me a second to stall, I can tell you exactly who is going to state for Muscatine. Stand by, it's loading. I think it was Alec. Give me a second here, folks. We've got going to state Alec, Eric, Derek, Ariana, and Jenna. So that's exciting. Good luck at the state tournament, which is next Monday. So really excited for them. Seemed like a really big crowd at the Rose Bowl bowling alley.
That's a lot.
With young people rolling. So, are you a bowler?
No.
No? Never? You bowled a little bit?
Back in my days.
Okay. So a lot of firsts today. What's in the box? Maybe bowling. kind of good workout, work on that form.
Oh yeah.
Growing up, we did a lot of bowling with my dad. My dad had the bag with the ball, the shoes. My dad had his own shoes.
I have
And
the
then the
bag
towel.
and the ball.
You do?
Yes.
So you bowled enough to have a ball and a bag.
Well,
That's more than I did.
yeah, it was
was
donated
passed down.
the passed down in the
Gotcha.
family, so I've had it, and then it just kind of.
And it fit, like for the fingers?
Oh, yeah.
'Cause that's always the thing, like growing up as a kid that was not small, we go to the bowling alley, and then I had to do that move, you know, like where you're just like
Trying to figure out
trying
the
to
right one.
figure out.
Yeah.
And I remember telling my dad, because we bowled that much, like, should I get my own ball? And he's like, it's too much money. I'm like, all right. But he totally had like bowling shoes.
Yeah, I don't have the shoes.
And then, what an experience, the late 80s, early 90s bowling alley, right? This is something like you're in the non-smoking lane here, but then right next to you, there's people smoking, and you're like, is this really safe? I don't know, but now you can't do that anymore. But I just think about that, like, yeah, it's kind of like Kingpin or Big Lebowski. Like, I spent a lot of time, and this is why I don't really bowl
The
that much.
Iowa City Colonial
Yeah.
Lanes, that I basically grew up in that
Oh,
one.
that's your spot, yeah.
Because it was the putt-putt area, too.
It's awesome. And most bowling alleys would have things like good pizza.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Bowling alley pizza is a staple. Okay, before we get out of here, I just want to say thanks to Autumn again for being here with Fitness, Impact Fitness and Nutrition. New location coming soon inside the Muscatine Mall, which is super exciting. 28-day challenge starts this Saturday. You can reach out to them online or on their social. Thanks to John Becky Insurance, MPW, Rivo Plumbing and Heating. Make sure your heat works and your air. We had to replace something on the, this is how technical I am, Autumn. We had something on the AC unit, a capacitor, last summer that blew, and it was hot. So let people like Rivo check your stuff so that you don't get to the summer and you ain't got no air, right? And if it's still winter, by the way, we've got like, did you see these forecasts for our area? I love what Channel 6 put, anywhere from 0 to 20 inches of snow. Now, they've since updated that, and it does seem like things are shifting a little south. But
It looks like we're getting just the trace to
Yeah.
an inch. Everyone else can keep the rest.
That's even better than what I saw. I
That
saw
was
like
on
2 to 4 inches. You
that
saw
was
that
the
today?
Muscatine, Iowa
Okay.
weather Facebook page. I could be wrong.
Listen,
Don't
I-
hold me. Don't
yeah.
hold it to me.
I feel like we're in that false spring that happens when you feel like winter. So now here's what I'll say, y'all. Last February and the 2 Februaries before were brutal. Like I had a Facebook post that I made last year on this date, and the Chicago area got 15 inches of snow. So we didn't get 15 inches, but we had remember how much snow we had and how long it took to melt? We're not experiencing that this winter, and I like to say that I'm okay with it, and then people tell me like, we need more snow, and I'm always like, do we? Because I'm not trying to salt or shovel more. But we just don't be surprised. Winter weather on the way. It's still February in Iowa.
Your shovel was pretty cool though this year.
The Snow Joe?
The snow-
Tony Tone for Snow Joe electric shovel. I paid for it. It's not like I'm giving him a free plug, even though I did. All right, speaking of free plugs, listen, you know where I work, Muscatine Community School District. We've got kindergarten, and this is great because other Chris Anderson can't hear anything that I'm going to say. So we've got kindergarten roundup coming up on March 4th at the Admin Center, 2900 Mulberry Avenue. So if you've got a kindergartner, we want to get them enrolled in the Muscatine Community School District. Really excited that next school year, which will start in August, we'll roll out the dual language immersion program, which is bilingual kindergarten.
I love
So
that.
Franklin Elementary is going to have the first bilingual kindergarten class. It's optional, right? This is an option. We rolled out bilingual 4-year-old preschool this year. Some of those students are going to continue into kindergarten. If you're interested in that, reach out to myself or anybody at the district. And then each year we'll be adding first grade bilingual, second grade, third grade, fourth
That's
grade.
awesome.
Again, as an option, if you're interested, check that out. My son, Henry, driving to school this morning, he's trying to count to 10 in Spanish. And I could get to 10, but then I couldn't go any further. And I really wish I would have made more of an effort to learn another language. I got to high school and I was like, I'm going to take Italian. And then I took it as a freshman, and then I got to my senior year and my guidance counselor was like, you need another year of foreign language. So I took Italian, and it was tough. But I know a lot of people that are bilingual in various languages, whether it's Spanish or German. Then I got to St. Ambrose and I had to take a language, and I took Spanish, and then same thing happened. You need another language, and I took German, and it was so hard.
Oh.
So you got to start early on that. You can't
Yeah.
be like a senior in college going like, German?
Mine's Spanish, Scott's French.
Oh, really?
So it's
That's cool.
kind of funny that we'll bounce back and forth. And it's not like we're not fluent.
Yeah,
but
you know enough.
we know enough that you know
Mm-hmm.
I can say something, he actually knows what I'm saying, and it almost sounds very similar when he does it in French.
That's so awesome.
So
Yeah, isn't French the language of love?
yes,
Yeah,
the language of love.
Jess and Chris are like, it is. All right, so that's what I wanted to tell you. Kindergarten enrollment is coming up. If you're still looking for 3 or 4, this will be you guys soon. Mm-hmm. Not yet, but for Patrick in a couple of years. Was he 2?
He'll be 2 in July.
Holy cow. 3-year-old preschool, Lucy, my Lucy, will be going to PK3. Some space remains for PK3. There's probably going to be a waiting list. PK4, some space remains. And I think there's like 1 or 2 slots in the bilingual PK4 for next school year. Muskie Early Learning Center is amazing. You guys are going to love that place when it's time for Patrick. It is a building full of 3 and 4-year-olds, and the staff are so good. If you ever want to feel tall, which I know you do all the time, you're tall. I'm a giant, and I go to that building. These kids are like, I feel like I have to like not step on them because they're 3 and 4, and they're always like, they're either terrified or they're happy to see me.
Patrick looks like a giant when he's in my
He is
arms.
so cute. Yeah.
But then when he's with Scott, he looks tiny.
Right.
But he's like half of my height.
I'm not implying that Autumn is not tall.
Oh,
She
I'm
is
short.
tall.
Oh, I'm 5'4", I
That's
think.
good. 5'4" is good. I was 5'7" when I was 12. How do you think I felt? I was huge. I was 5'7".
Scott was short and skinny in high school, and then college, that's when he grew.
He took off.
Yeah.
So preschool enrollment ongoing, kindergarten coming up in March, and there's a lot going on with the school district. Shameless plug, we've got last boys basketball game tomorrow, right, with Discover Muscatine Sports Network. You can listen to Joel Krausar and who's doing the game with him? Terry Youngbauer, retired teacher, legendary coach. They did a really good job the night of the cake auction when you had Bob and Terry and Joel, Krowski, as I like to call Joel. He's my buddy. You're talking about, this is nerdy, Autumn's talking about March 3rd for the ribbon cutting, and in my mind, I'm like, that's when the Batman premieres at the Palms 10 movie theater, which is something that Scott might be interested in. Scott's going to be like, hold on, we got to cut this ribbon, and then I got to go see a movie.
We gotta go.
Not that I'll be at the Batman, honey, if you're watching, on Thursday, March 3rd at 7 or 8, but I will not be there seeing it. So, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
there. All right, we're gonna get out of here. I hope I did okay, Ashley. We missed you, and I'm so honored to fill in for this great show, Muscatine Today show. Thanks, Autumn, for being here again.
Thank
You're
you.
a rock star. She nailed What's in the Box, National Almond Day, and National Do a Grouch a Favor Day. Do a grouch. Think about that. How can you make someone's day better? I always try to do things, hold the door open for people. From working here at Hy-Vee, I say hi to everybody. Okay, when I'm in like the schools, I'm saying hi to kids, and like I said, sometimes they look at me like, I don't know who you are, but I say hi to everybody. And sometimes you can make somebody's day.
I always hold the door open,
Yeah.
let people go first, just the simple gesture of you going
Yeah.
ahead, my apologies.
Yeah. A smile can go a long way.
Oh yeah, smile.
Yeah.
Being kind, just be kind.
Amen. It's really that easy, y'all. All right, so tomorrow on the show, do we know who's here? Okay. Guest host Lindsay Phillips with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and also a proud member of the Muscatine School Board. Shout out to Lindsay. She'll be back tomorrow and Friday as guest host. Okay. And tomorrow's guest is former president. So you'll have to tune in to see which former president is going to be here because, Jess, President's Day is Monday. How about that segue?
Oh, there we go.
And just a reminder, no school for the Muscatine Community School District on Monday for President's Day. No work for this guy. I'm busy. I can't guest host on Monday because I'll be home with 3 kids. We're going to go to the mall, and I'm going to put them to work at Impact. But just a reminder, if you're watching and you have kids within the Muscatine Community School District, no school Monday for President's Day, and I do get the day off, so
There you go.
I'm going to enjoy it. All right, thank you for watching. Take care and tune in tomorrow for more Muscatine Today show right here on Discover Muscatine and Pearl City Media, Channel 3. We're on MPW Cable, right? Hello, cable folks. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. All right, my name's Tony Tone. I'm going to go to my real job. So thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Here at Toyota Muscatine, we believe it's important to be strong supporters of our local community.
And that's why we donate thousands upon thousands of dollars to local Muscatine charities each year.
It's the reason why all of our employees are local to the area and have a vested interest in our community.
We value our customers, so when you shop here at Toyota of Muscatine, you'll be treated like family.
So remember, when you shop with Toyota of Muscatine, not only are you sure to get great service, but you're also supporting local.